Hey, Tony Gasser here popping in. Now, got some questions from some single moms that I keep seeing over and over, and it's kind of just, in essence, it's saying, are we less than? Are we looked down upon? And what you have to realize is that it does change your life, but you have to determine in yourself how it changes your life. So you can't look at it as a curse. You got to understand that when you bring a child into the world, that's a blessing, but it also can repel people who are not intended to be in your life. It'll repel those people. So if a man does not want you because you have a child, then that means he does not have the capacity to love you and your child, and to love your child as his own. So instead of feeling dejected about that, instead of feeling rejected by that, you should feel protected by that. Because in my line of work as a coach, I've dealt with so many people who their step parent, the bonus parent, was everything but godly, did some ungodly things. And you know what I mean. And it was because the parent did not use wisdom and discretion. And their parent wanted so bad to be loved, wanted so bad to be in a relationship, that they ignored the characteristics and the attributes of this person. And I see people who will be like, oh, Tony, that is stoking fear in single mothers, and I refuse to have fear, and I'm going to serve the Lord, and I'm going to believe that God has somebody for me, and I refuse to walk in fear. Listen, this ain't got nothing to do with fear. It's about wisdom. It's about discretion. It ain't about being scared, because you can't be scared and get good results. You're going to have to walk in confidence. You're going to have to believe that it's somebody for you, because that's going to affect your countenance. So this ain't about fear. It's about wisdom. It's about discretion. It's about looking at the person you dealing with, you talking to, and feeling their spirit. Looking at the intangibles, not just their height and their weight, their looks, their money, but their heart. You got to look at the heart. And what it is, the person gonna show you. The person gonna show you little signs when they go to yelling at your child for a little bit of nothing. It's so many single moms that will let a man come in their life and just dog their child, like be yelling at their child, telling their child all that kind of stuff to do. And like, hold on, playboy, you ain't got no say so over here. You got pop up over here. Yeah, all of a sudden you want to have all this extra wind in your chest. Let that out your chest, man. And vice versa. A lot of times a guy got a son or a daughter, and he a single dad, and he bring this woman in, and she always got something negative to say about the child. He don't need to do this, and he should not be allowed to do that. Like, hold on, sister. Don't come in here just want to get the running stuff. Hold on now. You don't even know the child. And see, that's what we have to understand, is that when you a single mom, listen, you were chosen to bring that child in the world. Regardless of how the child was conceived and how it happened, the child come through you. The child come out of you. So now you are the protector. Now you the protector. Now that child become the first priority. And there's so many people that say, oh, so many women, I'll be hearing so many, oh, mama got to have love too. You ain't watched the movie Baby Boy? Yeah, and everybody on there was a mess. So what? That is a bad reference. Mama got to have love too. Well, listen. You made a choice. Got on your back. You done conceive. Now you done brought this child in the world. Now that child become the priority, not you. When we have children, it is not about us no more. And I get it. A lot of days I be mad. It's a lot of days. Like right now in this here summer, man, I'm trying to travel. You go on my Instagram story today. This video ain't shot today. The video ain't shot yesterday. You go on my Instagram story. I'm traveling right now. Me and my wife, we out and about. We trying to see the world, because when school come back, it's all about them kids. Every single day. When school and sports going on, it's all about them kids. Can't really hardly go nowhere. It's about them kids. You know why? Because we chose to lie down and have kids, to bring kids into the world. So now that becomes a responsibility. And so here's the thing. And one thing that I've seen from my line of work that I need you to understand is you need to make sure that you raising your child with confidence, and that your child is okay speaking his or her mind. And I was listening to an audio book one time, and it was talking about the difference. Really, they didn't say it, but what they were saying was there was a white mom with her son, and there was a black mom with her son. And the book was basically saying the white mom was like middle class, upper middle class. And when they were getting ready to go to the doctor, the white mom was essentially like, this doctor is your friend. He's your friend. He works for you. So any questions you have, you ask him. And so it was saying that child went in there and was like, so what are we going to be doing today? Okay. And then what, how does that work? And then what happens next? And then what is after that? And then the other child from the lower class or lower middle class, he was told by his mom, listen, when you go in here, don't you say a word. Whatever this doctor say, that's what goes. Do you hear me? I don't want you in there sniffling and crying. You better not say nothing. We going in here, you finna get these shots, and we finna get up out of here. And so he went in there, and that child was, and so often we raise our kids to shut up because we stressed by the world and we don't want to hear what they got to say. We shut up. You need to learn how to stay in a child's place. Sit down and shut up. Listen, you can't keep going in and out the door. Do you pay the AC bill? You in or out? Yeah. And that's how we all was raised. That's how we raised. So we train our kids, stay out of grown folks' business. Shut up. Don't say nothing. Grown folk talking, you be quiet. That's how we raised. Guess what? That come back to bite you. Because now you get into a relationship, your child getting touched on, or your child getting thumped in the head, your child getting now about smothered, your child getting choked, your child getting slapped in the back of the head. But because you didn't raise your child to be a mute and to not say nothing, because of your stress and you tired of hearing what they talking about, now when you go into this relationship, your child is not protected. So when you go leave to go do something, that child going through all kind of stuff, but then when you come home, I'm all right. Ain't nothing wrong with me. This is what I see every day. So listen, to the single moms that's asking these questions, are we less than, and our map something, what they call that? Lady asked me somebody that made up something stupid. SMV, like sexual market value, and it's like, what one of these idiots y'all done let make up this foolishness? One of these grown boys, old punk, old simp, and then be calling a real man a simp. No, you a simp. You up here coming up like you talking about cars. Like you market value, that's a product, not a person. It's like, what are we talking about? And it's like, who is you? With your little thing. Can't even please no woman. Hollering about some market value. Barely can't even please no woman. Woman don't even want your butt. Talking about her sexual market value. It's like, boy, you don't shut up and sit down. And then women, y'all be believing it. You coming in here, well, yeah, I was told that because I have kids, my sexual market value. Listen, take care of you. Take care of you. I'm going to tell you about this right here. One thing about a man, especially a real man, if you taking care of you about your grind, you take care of you while your child in school, or even when your children home, you and them kids, if you got them in activities, you take them to practice. While they practicing, you out there running laps. You out there working. When that child finished with practice or recital or whatever, they sweating, you sweating too. You working on you. You going home, y'all eating healthy. Y'all, you studying. They learning, you learning. They growing, you growing. When a real man see that, listen, for one, men are visual creatures. Then spiritual and emotional creatures. So when he see you taking care of you, you still taking out time for you. You still doing your facials at the house. You still doing your hair. You still working on your body. You working on your mind. He see you can hold a conversation. Now it's like, okay, how many kids you got? Oh, okay. I was looking to start me a basketball team. Oh, we got a good in-house team, huh? All right, okay. What's this one right here name? All right, we're gonna call him Shaq. Okay. It's our AAU team with these kids. All right. You see what I'm saying? So one thing I have noticed about men is men don't care how many children a woman got, if she right. If she right, call me bonus daddy. Oh, come on now. Hey, they trying to outdo the kids' real daddy. I bet daddy don't do this. Hey, how much longer you want to be out here? How much longer? What say? You want another 2 hours? Okay. All right, come on, yeah. Throw the ball back. Long and mama looking like she right, and she taking care of herself. Man, finna be there. But see, what happened is, if you let stuff get in your head, you start to feel down. You start to feel depressed. You start to beat up on yourself. You start to let yourself go. You stop caring because of everything, all of the negativity that you letting people tell you from the world. I was talking to a lady the other day, and she said, after I had my second child, I remember this older lady said to me, ain't no man ever gonna want you with 2 kids. Another woman said that to her. And she said, I never forgot that. And I play that over and over in my head. I was like, man, that's cold, though. But see, it's just about what you believe. So believing that, now you start to receive that. So now you walk around and you looking dejected. You looking down. You looking sad. You looking depressed. So when a good man see you, he like, I don't want no problem. I don't want no problem. You look like you depressed. Like, what in the world you looking like that? How you doing? He go on about his business. But see, when you such as you think, it's about how you think. Because how you think gonna determine what you do. And then what you do is gonna determine your results. So now you thinking different, you doing different, you receiving different. So now you looking different. So now you out, you walking, pepping your step, your head up, head on a swivel, smile on your face, your energy right, you feeling right, you carrying yourself right. Now when you meet somebody, you feel like a ray of sunshine instead of like a dark cloud. So now that experience different. So now your children are seen as a bonus blessing and not no baby kids. But see, it all, and a lot of people don't understand the reality of that. And a grown boy, I'm gonna tell you what a grown boy, a toxic male, what he wants you to do is he wants you to feel down and like a loser about your kids. So the grown boy, oh, you need to stop lying to these women. You need to stop lying to these women. Because those men, those type of men, they want a woman to feel bad about their past. He don't want to feel bad about his past. He might have 2, 3, 4 kids himself. He might have none. But he want a grown boy want a woman to feel less than. Because if you feel less than, it means you're going to work harder for him. You in there cooking in a thong. Your child trying to walk through the... Mom, what are you doing? What in the world? Mom? Boy, get in the room. Get in the room. You know John about to come out the room. You in there cooking in a thong because you working for that no good, sorry man who wants you to feel less than and wants you to feel like you got to bend over backwards because you coming in with kids. So now you doing the most. Now you cussing out your kid, going off on your kid to please your man, to make your man feel good. Give me that wang off your plate. This for John. You's a child. You need to learn how to respect the man of the house. And so John ain't had number one wing, mama. Ain't had number one wing. Yeah, that's his 10th wing. Wonderful. You see what I'm saying? And that's the wrong thing. Like it's so many women get so caught up on a man and having a man that you give your children your butt to kiss. And that don't mean that you have to don't feel like I'm saying worship your kids and then give a man your butt to kiss. No, what I'm saying is you got to understand this your priority because they are dependents and you brought them into the world. And then when he come, he understanding what he coming into and he getting in where he fit in. And 9 out of 10 times he gonna have little ones of his own that with they mama or with him, so he got to respect the process. And if he don't have no kids and he can't respect the fact that you got kids and understand how that work, if he can't do that, then he's not the one. So you don't alter your whole life and change your whole life just for that. Can't do that because now you hurting yourself, you hurting the kid, and you hurting him. Everybody finna lose. So you got to understand your priorities. And you got to understand that, okay, yes, as an adult, we make choices. We have freedom of choice, but we don't have freedom of consequence. So if you made a choice to lie down and have unprotected sex and get pregnant, now one of the consequences of that means that if that relationship don't work out, you may have to go on a season of singleness. You may have to be single until the time comes where your child is old enough, can speak for himself or herself, has the confidence to let you know, this man touched me. This man thumped me in my ear. This man cursed at me. Can let you know that, and you have a good enough relationship with your child to be able to hear your child and believe your child. Even if your child lying on him, that is another sign you need to stay single because your child not ready for nobody in y'all life. But the child come first because that child come from you. That's you raising. That's your reflection. You can't get mad about that. You can't hate on that. You can't discriminate on that. You got to respect that process and understand that you may have to be single for a season. And I meet women all the time who say, I just did not feel comfortable dating until my daughter was out the house. And I say, listen, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that because relationships could get on our nerves. We could get tired of people. It's hard to deal with another human being. So listen, you 40 years old, you 45 years old, Lord willing, you see 80, that's 40 years to have to be with a man. That's 40 years. That's more than enough time. That's more than enough time for y'all to see the whole world, live it up, laugh, have a great time. And you don't have to worry about somebody, your child being in the way. And you having to split time and he mad about the child daddy and the daddy the child daddy mad about him. It's like, if that's how it works for your life, then don't feel guilty about that. That's your life. For somebody else, they might have a child, break up with the other parent, and be in another committed relationship within a year. If that's how their life work and they can make it work and it's seamless, to each their own. Different strokes for different folks. You can't get caught up in that. You got to do what makes sense for you. And if you're the type of person that, yes, you got kids and you want a relationship right now, regardless, no matter what it costs, what it takes, go ahead. Go ahead. You grown. You grown. I'm just reporting live from the trenches of what I'm seeing going on. You know, hey, but to each their own. Like, ain't nobody trying to force them. You ain't got to explain it to me. You ain't got to explain it to us with your book long comment. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. You ready to jump into your relationship and you ain't finna let your child get in the way of your love. And I'll go right ahead. Go right ahead. You is grown. You ain't got to explain that to nobody. But you just keep that for you. Just keep that to you. If that's how you want to do, keep that to yourself. Because we don't need that mindset having other people get out there when they not ready and they not comfortable, and it's putting their child in harm's way because they misread this person they brought into their child life. Because I have written books for people and consulted people on their books about what they went through at the hands of their parents' new lover. And let me tell you, it ain't nothing to play with. It ain't nothing to play with. Hey, this Tony, guys, and God bless you. We'll talk soon.